Hotep Sin. Peace to my brothers, Hotep Sinu. I wanted to work on some of this Medu Neter, and I'm just studying it. I ain't no teacher, but what I want to do is inspire the study of Medu Neter and inspire the retransliteration of the Medu Neter. Because we know, just if we want to act scholarly, we're going to discredit E.A. Wallace Budge, and we're going to discredit the body of works given to us by the European decipherment of the hieroglyphics. But honestly, a lot of us don't even know why we say that. Honestly, a lot of us haven't read E.A. Wallace Budge footnotes. We don't know the history of Wallace Budge, and we don't even know why we get at Ernest Albert like that, you know what I'm saying? We just know we heard somebody say that, and it could be black conjecture that he don't know what he talking about. So, if we want to say he don't know what he talking about, we need to know what we talking about. We need to get in them books, study this text, show why stuff is wrong, and get at it. I don't know it, like I said, I don't know it like that, but I've been studying for like half a year, you know what I'm saying? I bought my first Egyptian hieroglyphic dictionary about 10 years ago and opened it up and got so intimidated by what I seen that I never opened it up. It was only part one. But then a little while ago, I went and bought part two and started working it out. Now I could just look at inscriptions and read what they say. I retranslated a lot of the Book of the Dead, and then I have my wife read the stories, and they kind of are similar to what Wallace Budge say, but they don't be the same thing though. So we should all do that. We should put together a body of work, and we should help bring this back. Like I say, a lot of the times, Anuk Inin Sabai. I mean, I am no teacher, you know what I'm talking about? And so, we all teachers though. We all build together, we put it together, and we see what we come up with. I'm gonna go through the alphabet for my brothers, because it's not even hard. And another thing, that discourages us away from the glyphs. But once you learn the alphabet, and then you can trace into to see what the words mean, and then we begin to, you gotta learn your determinatives, which is so many of them, it's hard to learn, but you just use your already ancestral knowledge and look at it starts being natural after a while when you're reading the Medu Neter. For real. We on this alphabet. We're gonna try to get this A sound out. That's the I sound. We also got a bird that can be the I sound. Excuse my weak bird. I. What's another I sound, y'all? This is my favorite I sound. This is the one I use when I write my name. And I just drew it hella weak. It's really like, actually, let me do that up. Because it's like a shoulder and a hand sticking out. And it means the I sound. Ah. It's probably like this, A, but it's really like ah. So we're going to have to retranslate them and figure out what they mean. For right now, off the Rosetta, they got this sound, this symbol, with this sound. That symbol, same sound. So if you see any of these, you know it's an ah when you're reading it. Now let's go to the B sound. We'll do it the same order of the hieroglyphic alphabet. I mean, of the English alphabet. You know what I mean? I ain't no teacher. I say, Anuk Sabai. I'm no teacher. You know what I'm talking about? And this is a B. But I'm going to get you to go, ooh, if you know it, I'm going to go know it. So we can talk together. That's the B sound. You know, you see that? You're going to know to pronounce the B out your mouth. You see, ain't no C, but we got a sound, the phonetic sound of C, which is just a K. I don't know why there's a C anyway. That's a K right there. All right, some say, you know what I'm saying? Also, I seen this as a K. You can see that. K. What else has been said? What else is like a K, if we could think of another K? I'm looking into, that's all they got in these little books I have next to me. So that's your K, so that's really ABC. Then we're going to do the D. Now this is, I don't know about this D, but we'll have to come up with it. They say it's like a hand. This is supposed to be a hand, I'm sorry. Just a hand. Which is a D. The D sound. Now, when it comes to E, when you want to say something like read, so let's go. A, B. If you want to say cat, you would be like ot. You know, it ain't no C. All right. So those are your K sounds. D. So if you want to say E, what if you want to say E? Then you're going to take that I sound and put two of them next to each other. Two reeds next to each other. That's the E sound or the Y. Because Y ain't nothing but an E, right? Ricky. Come on now. Mickey. Or anything. A Y is an E. English is stupid. So that's the E sound. You know what I'm saying? But it could be, Y is used different ways. But normally when you want to get that E, like in read, or then you're going to use this two reeds together, which will make the E sound. For the F sound. I'm drawing my snake this way just because. But you can, we'll talk about the directions of them later. This is an F, man. There's a little snake. It makes the F. What about the G? I just draw that, then draw the little pyramid and put the line under, the line on top. Makes the good sound. Makes the good sound, you feel me? Now H is one of those that got hella different H's that happened over the 3,000 years. You know, they added hella stuff during the Ptolemaic periods. But right here we're gonna go. This one of the H's is hard for me to do. It's just a spiral with like 3 circles. Well, I did 4 circles, but still. It's an H. It's the ha sound. Another H we got is the spiral H. The one that's more, well, it ain't more common. It's hella H's. That's an H sound. We also got this lotus H. With the flowers on it. That makes the H sound. And there are other H sounds too. And you're going to have to do some research because that's all that's coming out the top of my head. Now, like I said, I is E. Rick E. So if you're going to, you go back to these two for I too, my bad. And you'll see in the words. Also for this, sometimes when it's written in short, it's just 2 little slashes over there. So that's the same thing right there. I mean, the I, but use this little, I can't really draw this one. It's a little lion. Look like a lion to y'all? Well, that's my lion, man. Alright. That's the L sound. Hella M's. It's hella M's. There's so many M's. There's one I hate doing is the bird M. But it's the owl M. And I really don't hate doing it. I just, sometimes my birds don't look like the birds they're supposed to look like. That's the M sound. But it's this M. M. Which is M.